Okay. Okay, let's roll. Speeding. So, Scott, can you start off first by just, once again, always maintain eye contact with me. Give us your name.
My name is Scott Mandelker, PhD.
Okay. Can you spell it for me?
Yeah, the name is spelled Mandelker.
Okay.
And
this is part of the UFO section, ET section?
This is part of the UFO section, Mind's Eye, Psychic Chronicles.
That's all we need, thank you. One thing that's important when we're talking is try not to overlap. Hear the question completely, give a brief pause, and then start speaking, or else we'll get an overlap and we won't be able to use it. Okay?
Okay.
I'm hearing that gel up there for the wind.
Okay, let's get some hand on it.
Thanks. And you want to put a piece of tape and pull it? Yeah. A little T on there.
Begin again.
I'm here.
So, Scott, please, let's start off with, tell me about the book and what the book examines.
My book is a study of 25 individuals who've all come to the conclusion that they are extraterrestrial souls. And there are two groups called walk-ins and wanderers. Walk-ins feel that they've had a soul exchange, that an ET soul walked into, voluntarily, their body and their mind, and now they are that new ET soul. The wanderers, or also called star people, feel that they have been extraterrestrial souls since birth. They're born to human parents, didn't walk off of ships. Many of them feel they've been here for many lifetimes, and that they actually travel the universe and have gone to many other planets in service to the planet and the humanity on each planet, each race.
So, as a walk-in, which means that a ET extraterrestrial soul has entered into the body of a human, is that a free will of the human soul, has given itself up for the extraterrestrial soul?
It's considered that for walk-ins, both the human soul that's leaving and the ET soul that comes in both make a voluntary agreement. One chooses to leave because they feel life has no more meaning, and the extraterrestrial chooses to come in and is voluntarily given the right to come in because that soul has a purpose to do on Earth as part of the greater body of extraterrestrials who are serving humanity at this time in evolution.
So, and where does the human soul go?
The human soul basically takes a rest and goes back for review and would eventually reincarnate later at another time. But let me just say that I think it's very rare. The walk-in phenomenon is not as common as many people think it is.
So then the wanderer phenomenon would be more common?
In my opinion, and according to many of the people I've met and my studies...
Can we start that over, please, Chris? I had laughter over top.
Yeah, in fact...
So the wanderer, the phenomenon of the wanderer is more common than the phenomenon of the walk-in?
Well, actually, I believe that there are up to 100 million wanderers or extraterrestrial souls, star people, on the planet right now in all the different countries of the world, many of whom are young children, under the age of 15 or 20. But that there are millions and millions of what I call sleeping wanderers, extraterrestrial souls who don't know it, but are, and have always been, and they're slowly coming to their identity.
And how would you classify yourself?
I consider myself a wanderer, and I came to that experience, that knowledge, I came to that conclusion after many years of mystic training, as well as very clear out-of-body experiences where I had contact with benevolent extraterrestrials that I realized were my family.
And these were dreams, in the form of dreams, or...?
In many forms, I came to the conclusion of being an extraterrestrial soul from a combination of many different events. The paranormal events included lucid dreams, clear out-of-body experience on other planets, on UFOs, even inside the Earth, channeling, and also through meditation and visions and insights.
So, you've personally you've been involved with, or spiritually been involved with, other beings, other civilizations, other extraterrestrials?
In previous lives, before coming to Earth, I actually had a relationship to the Andromeda group. Currently, now I have a human body, and I feel I've been on Earth actually for a cycle of 25,000 years, and I'm nearing the end of my term, and I'm very clear that my mission, or my purpose right now, is actually to speak the message of the benevolent extraterrestrials, and also to let the people know who are ET souls that it's okay, if it's true, and that there are many, many ET souls among us on the planet.
Are there charlatans among the extraterrestrial world?
Well, I'll be the first to admit that there are many glamoured people who will say they're ETs, and they may not be, or they want to be. And there are also many ETs who really are extraterrestrial, and they're glamoured, and they're into money and power. And I would say the channeling phenomenon shows a lot of genuine confusion, misinformation, disinformation. Often people who are channeling have good intentions, but they're extremely glamoured and deceived and damaging.
I'm not exactly sure what does that mean, channeling?
Channeling means being a receiver for information coming from a non-physical source. Many people are doing ET channeling today, feeling they're in contact with extraterrestrial races, receiving information from those groups. But let me just say, the channeling phenomenon is the most susceptible to distortion and deception of any of the spiritual phenomena on the planet. And there are negative groups, negative ETs, who are actively distorting the channeled material that comes into gullible and naive channels.
Okay. Because this is all new to me, and it's also probably going to be new to a lot of our audience, can you kind of define the world in which we're talking about and the perspective on the world? I guess I'm trying to figure out, there's the human race, there's an extraterrestrial race, but is it categorized in subspecies? Is there one greater creator? I know this is a huge question to ask in one mouthful, but we can kind of break it down. How does the world break up as far as your vision?
Well,